Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about my CBD products and the products that work for me for, as you know, I have chronic pain. I have um, long-term side effects from the cancer that I had, the actual placement where the cancer was, the surgeries that I went through caused a lot of damage. And most of you know, I had the chemotherapy for, quite a while. And I had 45 radiation treatments, which caused a lot of abdominal scarring. And it wasn't bad enough that I had, the side effects and the previous health conditions with my stomach, my intestines, basically. It's, if you're familiar with Crohn's disease, it's similar to that, maybe not to that extreme, but I have attacks where I have major pain, like debilitating pain. I do a lot of Epsom salt baths literally every single day. Um, I mean, I shower obviously every day, but I incorporate bubble baths, Epsom salt baths every single day. So there's maybe one day a week that I won't have a bubble bath or Epsom salt bath, but very rarely is that. I mean, it's always a bubble bath, shower, Epsom salt bath. Like, it's just, I have a stock. I should have stock in Mr. Bubble because I would not be able to do it without Mr. Bubble and Epsom salt and, just different types of Epsom salt, the eucalyptus one, the lavender, the Himalayan salt. Like, I just go through bags of that like you wouldn't believe. So they also have CBD bath bombs, which I love bath bombs. I have to get out to Lush and get me some bath bombs, as a matter of fact. But I'm going to order some CBD bath bombs. My daughter bought me some. My youngest daughter is in the cannabis industry. She bought me some CBD bath bombs. I want to say it was last year for Christmas, I think, or my birthday. I don't remember, but I know it was last year sometime. Of course, I went through those like quick. They're a little bit pricey. So, but when you use a bath bomb, like, you really, if you're soaking in there for like a good 20 to 30 minutes, your body's pretty much, I'm not going to say completely numb, but it really, really, really relaxes your muscles, your nerves, wherever you have pain. I have pain from my neck down, basically. I've had so many surgeries and I've had so much physical um, trauma to my body, surgery wise, and then just like abuse wise, that I have severe chronic pain. And I mean, when you have chronic pain, to begin with, you have fibromyalgia, which is what they originally told me that I had years ago, um, because I was always like hurting and aching. I kept thinking that I had the flu. Even to this day, I still call it the flu because whenever I have these attacks, I have pain, I have aching in my ribs and my shoulder blades and my hips, and my legs ache, and it's just the chronic pain. When you I don't want to go into a big tangent because I want to talk about my CBD stuff, but basically when you're tensed up and you're scared or you're just tense, you got to remember that that's putting trauma on your muscles. You're tightening up, you're tensing up. So you might wake up sore the next day. Well, this has been my whole life, where I was tense and scared and worried and crying and upset and scared, and years and years and years of that. And then I got the cancer in 2012 and had surgeries, and I've had multiple surgeries. It wasn't just the cancer surgeries. I've had multiple surgeries. And so therefore I have pain that sometimes goes all the way down to my nerves. And it's not just muscle pain, it's nerve pain. And a lot of times medications, pain meds, which, I'm on pain meds. I have prescriptions for pain meds and muscle relaxer type medicines. I just don't like to take all of that, because if I take all the muscle relaxers and all the stuff that they give me, then I will pretty much just be asleep or a zombie. And in order for me to be productive and be able to get stuff done, live, and, you know, have somewhat of a life and some quality of life, I have to incorporate all these different things. So I do take my pain meds, because sometimes my pain is like, from a 0 to 10, my pain is like a 15, literally, and I have a very high pain tolerance. So I incorporate just different things. So I started off, gosh, like 5 years ago, and with some CBD, and just kind of like a little here and there, and not enough to really know or be able to tell if it helped, because, you know, I take pain meds, and I take, you know, I take the mild muscle. I don't want to call them muscle relaxers. They're just more of it's kind of like a sedative, like a Valium, but it relaxes the muscles in my abdomen, in that whole area. Without being TMI, it just literally relaxes and helps to control like spasms and cramping and stuff like that. So I do take that stuff, but I also incorporate the CBD and some THC. And when I say like CBD and THC, I have to tell you that since taking this CBD, it really, really, truly, I can honestly say now, and I want to tell you about a particular strain that I've been using, and that it's actually been working as far as my attacks, my abdominal, intestinal attacks are not as frequent. The pain is not as intense. When you have a lot of inflammation, you also have pain, and you're sore and you're fatigued. I have all that, but the CBD isn't anti-inflammatory. So not only does it get to the muscle, and it doesn't get you high in your head, it just like relaxes your body, and it kind of just is kind of like a pain reliever, and it really, really, truly does work. It helps you sleep. It helps your appetite. If you struggle, you know, maybe you're going through chemotherapy right now. Maybe you know, have already gone through it, or radiation. Radiation makes you really, really, it made me really sick. It made me really nauseous, and the chemo made me nauseous, but not as bad as the radiation did. And the radiation did a lot of damage. So, because I had previous damage and trauma to my body, as I said, and as most of you know, when I got cancer in 2012, and then I've had the surgeries, that really just made a bad situation worse. Like, when you thought things couldn't get worse, they got a whole lot worse. So, needless to say, I've been, you know, taking CBD. I got my med license so that I can get the stronger strains of CBD. I could also buy, you know, THC, obviously, and sometimes I get the THC CBD combination. So it's like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out, but it's 10 milligram doses, and this is a CBD THC edible, and it's a CBD hybrid. So it's CBD, it's 10 milligram doses. So it's 5 milligrams CBD, 5 milligrams THC, I believe. And you get 10 of these. These are the Nature's High that I get at the dispensary. I get it at Starbuds. This is where I pick them up from. That's the dispensary I use, and I recommend that dispensary. It's over in off of 90, I want to say 92nd, 90th in Federal, right next to Level Up Tattoo. And these are, so they have different ones. These are granola, and these are really, really good, you guys. Like, you don't have to keep these refrigerated. I do keep some of mine refrigerated, like I have like peanut butter, chocolate covered peanut butter, like Reese cups, but they're they come in like these little squares, like, and then you just like pop it through, and they're just literally little squares. Like I opened one of, this is a chocolate brownie. This one is the, oh wait, I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong box. So this is the brownie. This is the chocolate brownie, and I put it in the granola box. So I'll show you that. But so they're literally just the size of, I think I only have 2 left in this box, but they're literally like just a little tiny square. And this is just what I have left. I usually will take like a bite or like a half of one of these, and it's literally like just a little square. And I'll take like a little bite of it. Tastes like a brownie. You could taste a little bit of the THC in it, but those are good. I like to take these at night because these help me to relax, and they help me to sleep. But when I'm going to get relaxed to a point where I know, like, if I'm relaxed, then I'm going to be going to sleep. Like, I'm not going to get relaxed and then get in my car and go anywhere. So, excuse me. That's why I like to eat these guys at night. I don't eat them during the day. If I did eat it during the day, it's because I'm absolutely not going anywhere. So that was the triple fudge brownie, and I had it in the wrong box, but this is the, okay, so this is the soft granola, and this was the triple fudge brownie, and this is Mountain High, and this one was Nature's High. So Nature's High is these granola bars, and let's see if I could, I don't think okay, I do have one that's open. Like I said, sometimes I'll just take a little nibble of it because that's literally all that I'll need. Like if I eat the whole thing, like these hybrid CBDs, these will get you really high, and not in a bad way. You're not going to be like freaking out. You're not going to be having to go to the emergency room. You know, you're not going to panic. Like it's just going to be a little bit of a high. But excuse me, if you don't want the high, you just don't get any. I mean, it all says that it has THC because they have to put that there's THC in it, just because there might be a microscopic dot, if even that, which you're not going to feel. So, you know, but they have to label certain things, certain CBDs, not all CBDs. But this is a CBD THC hybrid, both of these, and this is like the granola bar. So it says right here, like it's got like this edible little piece of paper, and it says THC on it, and it's literally like a granola bar. They're really, really good, and that's the size of it. And like I said, I ate a quarter of that, and that'll be good for me to go to bed at night. And so I've eaten a whole one. Don't get me wrong, I've eaten a whole one, but sometimes when I have like a combination of things that I'm using, I'll just have a little nibble of this, you know, take one of my pills if I have to, and then, you know, go on with my night or go to bed or lay down or whatever. But if I'm having a lot of pain, if I'm having a lot of muscle pain, joint pain, or a lot of cramping in my abdomen, I use my heating pad, but I also go in with my Nordic Goddess. And this is a therapeutic body balm, and it's a CBD balm, but of course it says THC because they have to put THC on it. Now all these products are really, they're really, I mean, they're a little bit pricey because, I mean, anything that's good for you is going to be a little bit pricey. So this does have THC in it. So it says total cannabinoids. I'm not like a pro at this. So like my daughter has all the like information and the facts. Like I just read and I just know what she's told me. But this has 283 mgs of THC, and okay, so it's basically equal. So it has CBD and THC. This Nordic Goddess it's really, really good. It's a balm. It's like a salve, and it comes in this really cool, you know, bottle. container. I just think Nordic Goddess sounds amazing anyway. It just sounds like you're just like a goddess, you know? And I use it sparingly. It has like a lemon. You can't even smell the CBD or the THC in it. It smells really good. It's a salve. It's kind of thick. And you really don't need a whole lot of it. And what I do is I'll put like a rubber glove on. And I will rub it wherever I'm hurting and just like massage it into. I use this mainly on my abdomen and when I'm having cramping, and then I'll put the heating pad over it, and this penetrates and just really gets into the muscle, and it does help. You know, my mom has really bad knees, and you know, we try to get her to take certain things. She will do CBD ointments and salves and stuff like this. We have like CBD balms, like a balm, like a deodorant stick, but it's a balm, and you could rub that like wherever you're hurting, on your knees or your back or your neck or wherever you're hurting, wherever you have pain. These are great. This is a great addition to adding this with the heating pad, or a hot bath, and this and a heating pad and one of these little edibles. Like, you're good to go. Excuse me, I have a sore throat. So do you remember on Step Brothers when with Will Ferrell, and he's like, he was trying to like sing and stuff, and he was just like embarrassed, and he's like, oh, you know, I wasn't doing good because I've had a sore throat. Like, I had a sore throat for like a year now. Like, that's me. That's literally me. I'm either, my nose is running, or I'm dry, or I have a sore throat, or I have a cough, or I'm in pain, but whatever. So anyway, this reminded me of that. Also, what I have tried, and this is my second bottle, is the Charlotte's Web. These are, I have the 15 milligram plant-based cannabinoids per capsule. So there's 15 milligrams of CBD per capsule, and the capsules have the oil in them. I just had to reorder another bottle, and I let myself run out, and I shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that, especially if it's working. This also is a little bit pricey, but if you go onto Charlotte's Web website, they have oils, they have lots of different products, but I just really like the capsules that have the oil in them, because they seem to work faster. And this is, like I said, this is going to be my third bottle. Yeah, so I ordered my third bottle. This really works, you guys. This has really decreased my inflammation. And when I say it's decreased it's because I know it's decreased, because my pain, my achiness, my cramping isn't as intense as it usually is. So I know just in using all of these in combination, you know, every day, you should always take this every day, like one in the morning, one at night. And you go through them faster that way, but you really need to keep it in your bloodstream, just in order for it to work. Like, you know, nothing's going to work unless you just keep at it. Like, you literally have to keep at it. But this Nordic Goddess, you can mix and match everything. You know, you can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You're not going to overdose. So just, you know, in case you're looking into, I don't know, if you have chronic pain, maybe you're going through chemotherapy, radiation, and you're looking to, excuse me, looking into some CBD, and you don't really know which way to turn, and they're so confusing because there's so many different, you know, websites and so many brands that advertise, and there's so many dispensaries, and you know, it's just so super, can be really overwhelming. But just slowly do your research. Look up channels like, I mean, obviously this isn't a CBD THC channel, but I do have chronic pain. I do videos on post-traumatic stress and chronic pain, anxiety, which a lot of this stuff is good for also. So, you know, this is like a one-stop stop for me, because I have so many different things going on, unfortunately. But fortunately, I have access to all these products. These things do cost money, yes, but my daughter has gifted me multiple things. I also have, and I didn't bring it down, a bottle. It's about this size, and about that big around, and it looks like marijuana. It's, you know, it's powder, it's crushed, it looks just like marijuana. I have a big thing of it, but it's CBD and you can smoke it. So if you want to get a really quick, you're in pain, like I'm in pain, I need, you know, a quick fix, you know, you smoke it just like you would marijuana. You can do it however you want to do it in like they even sell single like joints. You could smoke it out of a pipe. You could, whatever you're comfortable doing. A lot of people, this is just too much for. A lot of people, this is like, oh no, I'm not doing it. No, that's marijuana. It's drugs. You know, you're hallucinating. It's a hallucinogenic. And it, you know, I really want people to do their research. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I don't specialize in this industry. I know a lot about it. I don't know facts, and I can't sit here and tell you, you know, section 925 row 7. Like, I don't know, like, you know, rules and regulations. It is legal here in Colorado. So, I mean, that's great right off the bat. A lot of people have moved here because of it. And, you know, if you suffer and struggle with the things that I suffer and struggle with, these things are great. Like, this is just the best thing that could have ever happened. A lot of children, adults who have seizures, a lot of families have moved their families here to Colorado when their children have like epilepsy and they have multiple seizures. It's been proven, and there's facts and cases that have actually minimized seizures in children. There's testimonials. You can look those up. And, you know, this isn't just this isn't a drug. Like, this isn't like heroin or like, you know, cocaine. This is it's a natural medicine. And I believe that, you know, everybody has their opinion about it. And even me being a Christian woman and me, you know, talking about it or taking it or doing it or whatever you want to call it, you know, a lot of people will say it's a contradiction to, you know, what the Bible says and you know, what God thinks about, you know, what I'm doing to my body, you know. And all I know is it's a plant that's grown on God's green earth, and, you know, what they do with it and how they expand and can create these little cookies and these brownies and these drinks. You know, they have drinks like soda pop. Like, it looks just like a soda. This is Keef Cola, and it's carbonated. It's got 10 milligrams of THC. So this whole can is 10 milligrams of THC. These are really good to drink at night, unless you're like a heavy user. If you're a heavy THC user, I mean, you could drink this and smoke a joint and go to work. Like, you know, this could be your coffee in the morning. This could be your lunch. Like, some people are so used to, you know, having it in their system. I can function. I choose to do less THC and more CBD. But there are times when I'm just like, you know what? I'm in so much pain. I'm tired. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit here and watch TV, or I'm going to lay in bed. I might drink one of these, or I might, you know, smoke a little bit of THC and also maybe have like some CBD. Like I said, you can just mix everything. Like, you don't have to like take everything at once, but, you know, try it. Like, you know, introduce different things. Like, maybe one night, you know, these I recommend that you take every day. These capsules like this, I recommend you take these like you're taking vitamins. And look at this like a prescription that you need to refill. And this is what my daughter told me. She's like, Mom, don't run out. She's like, make sure you get it refilled, reorder, so that before you're out of it, you have another bottle. So same way I go pick up my pain pills every month, I sure don't run out of those. Like, I would be in trouble if I ran out of those and I let those run out. So I make sure that I'm getting it refilled each month. They actually refill it because I'm on a contract, so it actually automatically refills. But my doctors monitor me and monitor my blood very carefully because they want to make sure that I'm not using too much, or I'm not using too little, or I'm not using them at all. And people will sell their stuff, and I need mine because God knows I have pain in my eyelids. Like literally my eyelashes hurt, my hair hurts. Like sometimes it's literally feels that bad. But yeah, so these drinks, you can get these drinks at the dispensary. Again, green, not greens, Starbuds. I just lost, there's another dispensary, but Starbuds. You can also go to Green Solutions, but I recommend Starbuds because they're super nice there. They have a good variety. They have a great inventory, and they're always stocked on everything. These are really good. This tastes like grape soda. Like it literally tastes like grape soda. You can't even taste the THC in it. And I am debating whether or not I want to open this because it's really late, and I already had a little bit of THC slash CBD, and then I took a little nibble of that. So I'm very, very careful and very responsible with how I use this stuff. And, you know, so should you. I mean, this is not for kids, obviously. This is for, you know, adults, 18 or older. I don't know. I think you even have to be 21 maybe to use. I'm pretty sure it's either 18 or 21. I guess I should know that, but I'm over 21. So if you're not over 21, don't do this stuff unless you have your parents' permission. Yeah. So also, okay. So I've been using these. I bought these literally 5 days ago. I want to say 5 days ago. And these are, so there's, okay, first of all, they're gummies, okay? They're gummy bears. They're called Yum Yum gummies, and they're natural CBD infused. And there's, let's see, it says 1,000 times, and it says no THC in it. So there's like no THC, okay? But these, it tells you to eat like, it says eat 1 to 5 like throughout the day. They're literally taste just like, I mean, they're just like the gummies. They're literally little gummy bears. And they have like every flavor. Like I think this is blue raspberry. There's like cherry. There's orange. They don't even smell. They have the tiniest hint of CBD like scent, but you can't even taste it. There's lemon. So there's literally every flavor. This is a big bottle. I paid $49 for this bottle, and I got it at, my friend works this part-time job at this liquor store. It's a huge, what is the name of the liquor store? Okay. These gummies, let me tell you, I eat these at night. Well, okay, wait, I take that back. When I get up in the morning, I eat like 2 of them. In the evening, I'll eat like anywhere from 2 to 5, but mainly like 5 or 4 or 5, because these, since taking these, I have been sleeping so deep. And there's times that I still get up because of my pain, because that's what my problem is. I can't stay asleep. And so I haven't had a full night's sleep since, I think since my last surgery, only because they put me out, you know, because I was on anesthesia. But I haven't had a full night's sleep in years. And in combination with all this stuff, I call them my little cocktails. These things, I am going to repurchase another bottle. I mean, it's still really full, but it was like up to here. And like I said, I bought these 5 days ago, and they taste so good. definitely keep these out of the reach of children, because they taste so good that even an adult, if I gave an adult one of these, they wouldn't even know. And I wouldn't want to trick anybody, but you have to pick these up. This is, what is the brand? I think Yum Yum Gummies is the brand, because it says Yum Yum Gummies, gummy bears, natural CBD infused. So yeah, look these up. It's got like all the nutritional facts to it, and you know, they don't sell these to anybody, I think, under the age of 21, I want to say, because they sell them at the liquor store. So I'm assuming that they don't sell these to anybody under the age of 21. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but these are amazing. If you guys don't try any of this other stuff, pick you up some of these and just eat one or two. Like, you know, start by eating one. If you're having aches and pains, eat one. Wait about 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes, and see if you feel anything. If you start to feel a little bit like you just took an Advil or something, eat another one. And if nothing else, eat 3 or 4 at night. You know, you're ready for bed, you're at your pajamas on, you don't have to go wash your face, you don't have to go do anything, that you know that you can just lay on the couch and fall asleep, or go up to your bedroom and go to sleep. You don't want to take these and then just get so sleepy. Literally, I was so tired the other night, and I was just tired. So I wasn't like I was high, but I had eaten like 5 of these. I didn't have any of the edible ones. I put some Nordic Goddess on. I had taken my pain meds, and I have night meds that I have to take. I take every night, and it's just like a mood stabilizer. So yeah, with all that, you would think, wow, you must be walking on cloud 9. Like, you must be like floating in the clouds all the time. But if that were true, I would be, it would be amazing. I'd be like the happiest person in all the land. But you know, it takes all this stuff to keep me, not mallow, but to keep me pain free. You know, the mood stabilizer is something that I have to take just because I just have to take it. I've tried not taking it. It's like it's an antidepressant / mood stabilizer. And so it, you know, it helps a little bit of my depression, but it also helps my mood from going, you know, like this, because, you know, I have like a mood disorder. I don't know. I've had it for years. You know, I have severe CPS, post-traumatic stress disorder, but I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more complex. So if you look up PTSD and complex post-traumatic stress disorder, you will see just how different they are. I don't want to go into detail about it. So because I have that, I have the mood disorder, I have chronic pain, I had stomach issues, stomach pains before the cancer. I had like irritable bowel syndrome, and I was on medications, which is how they found the cancer, because I was on so many medications. I was having so many stomach problems that they were just like, well, let's just do a colonoscopy. You're not old enough to have one, but let's just do one because we need to find out what's going on. So that's how they found my cancer in 2012. I had a premature colonoscopy. I wouldn't be sitting here sharing all this information with you guys had I not gone for that colonoscopy. They wouldn't have found my cancer. Thankfully, it was a slow growing cancer, but it was already in stage 3, which medically I'm at higher risk for reoccurrence. I just celebrated 7 years cancer-free, November 26th. And every milestone and every anniversary for me is such a big deal. And if you've gone through cancer, maybe you're currently going through cancer, you have a family member who is going through cancer, maybe you lost somebody. My sister died of breast cancer at age 39. My mom's a 35 plus year survivor of breast cancer. You know, Cancer runs big in my family. I've talked about that before. But you know, if I think if all this was available when my mom was going through it, or even when my sister was alive and she was going through it, I think I would hope that, they would have been able to take some of this stuff. This stuff, isn't, I can honestly tell you, I can't tell you medically and legally that CBD is the cure for cancer, but I can tell you that in my experience and experience of people that I've talked to, and other people who have gone on Instagram and they have their own brands, CBD brands and stuff, with the oils, all the CBD oils, and they have them in syringes. And there's so many different ways that you can consume CBD. There's brain tumors that have been like, they've shrunk brain tumors. They help seizures, like I said. They help pain. They help nausea. They increase your appetite. They just give you better quality of life. And, before you go off the deep end and think that it's, oh, drugs, I'm not going to do it. I'm not having it. I don't want nothing to do with it. When you're in pain and when you're nauseous and when you're at your weakest, lowest to where you can barely put your shoes on because you're going through chemo and radiation and you're sicker than a dog, I am telling you, this stuff, CBD, if nothing else, without the THC, will increase your quality of life. It will help your nausea. It will help the severity of your pain. Like, there's no magic pill, and I wish that there was. And maybe one day I will create a magic pill so that we can incorporate all these things into one little, pill, like on Charlie and the Chocolate, or what is it, Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, where they had that gobstopper thing that was like supposed to be like this amazing thing that was going to change the world. I'm going to come up with the CBD THC gobstopper of medicines and pain relievers, and it's good for depression, it's good for anxiety. There are so many things, there's so many positive things that CBD and THC work for. And then there are cons. There are more pros than cons, and there's more benefits to CBD and THC, and mainly CBD. If you don't want to get on the THC boat, you don't have to, but there's nothing wrong with mixing it a little bit, especially if you have depression and you struggle with anxiety and depression. A little bit of THC is not going to hurt you. Doesn't mean you're a drug addict, doesn't mean you're a pothead, doesn't mean you're a loser, doesn't mean you're a lowlife. It doesn't mean, you're a criminal. It's none of those things at all. It's quite the opposite. And, do your research before you judge. I've been judged really badly for taking what I take. I'm very respectful to people who don't believe in it or who don't approve of it because it's mind altering and it's not biblical. And but to me, if it's grown on God's green earth, then God made it available to so many people. It's benefiting, and it's given us life, quality of life. So it's actually buying time. And if somebody's tumor can shrink, that's going to buy you time. Maybe it can go away completely. I mean, I've heard some stories about tumors just disappearing and people swearing by CBD. And there's a young guy, he's in his 20s, and I was watching his it was a documentary on TV, and it was this family that came from London or somewhere, and she had pain, like nerve pain and bone pain, and they came to Colorado, to the United States, to research this stuff. And they met with a guy who was in his 20s who was suffering from Crohn's disease. So many people suffer from Crohn's disease to the point where they have their colons removed because the pain in the rectum and the frequency and the burning, and I'm talking burning, is like pouring battery acid on your skin. That's what it feels like. That's what I experience when I'm having my attacks. It literally feels like you're pouring battery acid on an open wound, and trust me, it takes your breath away. And I think even the strongest man could not handle. And I try to explain to people, like, if you really knew the degree of my pain, you would be buying this stuff for me. You would be saying, hey, how are you stocked on this? And how many do you have left of that? Like, people would be on board, and people would, well, hopefully people would be, but certain people I know would be buying it for me or helping me, or even just saying, hey, how are you doing? Are you running low? Because I know it's making you feel better. I know it's giving you an appetite. I know you're able to leave the house because you're, eating, some gummies, or because you're using the Nordic Goddess on your stomach and it helped with the heating pad, or you're taking your CBD bubble baths and your CBD bath bombs, and you're taking your CBD, oil capsules, and, your edibles. And I mean, there's just so many different things, your drinks, there's suckers, there's ice cream, there's muffins, there's, you name it. There's just so many, and there's so many benefits to it. And I know a lot of people say, oh, if you watch, they talk about, kids going to the emergency room, overdosing on marijuana. And it's, you know what? I think, and there's some cases that maybe they did get sick. Okay. But we don't know the facts. All they know is there was THC involved. We don't know, like, did they drink a pint of vodka and, smoke 5 joints? Like, what was this whole story? Because you really can't OD on any of this stuff. And you could fact check me if you want to, like, it's fine. I don't have a problem, because obviously I'm not a professional. I don't know. I don't have all my facts. I could be saying something. Don't quote me on any of this, but this is just stuff that I've learned. This is stuff my daughter taught me. This is stuff that I researched my own. These are all things that I've bought myself. My daughter has bought things for me in the past, but all these things here, other than the Nordic Goddess, my daughter did purchase this for me. She gave it to me as a gift. But all these other things are things that I purchased on my own. The brownies, the granola bars, the gummies, the Charlotte's Web capsules. Look up Charlotte's Web, go on their website, read about them, read up on them. I also picked up this little CBD. It's just like a little nano. It's a little liquid. It's strawberry guava, and they have different, like, this one is Nano Rest. And then they have one for Nano Detox. I think they have one Nano Awake. So I'm assuming the Awake one gives you a little bit of energy. The Detox, I didn't want to get the Detox one, because Detox to me means, like, you might use the bathroom because it's detoxifying your body. So I don't need any help in that area. But I did get this Nano Rest. It's got 10 milligrams of CBD. It's a 10 milligram CBD shot. So it's just like a shot, a quick shot of CBD. It's going to help your pain. It's going to help you rest. It's going to help you, your appetite, like, benefits, benefits, benefits all the way around. Really quickly, this video is way too long. These are just some of the things. I do want to do a follow-up video when I get my other Charlotte's Web stuff in. And I just can't believe how fast these things worked for me, though. I'm just, like, in awe with these. Everything else works great. I highly recommend all this stuff. Don't get anything with THC if you're scared. If you're afraid you're going to get high, you're afraid you're going to, pass out. Sometimes you're going to panic and you're going to give yourself a panic attack. And then you're going to think that, oh, shoot, I'm ODing. But it's just a panic attack. Your anxiety is going up. Your blood pressure is going up because you're freaking out. So do your research first. Like, don't just take my word for it. Don't just go in and buy it and consume it. Like, read up on it. See how much each piece has in it. And then do accordingly. Cut it, get a knife and cut it in squares. That's the best thing to do. I just bite it like a little corner off because I know how much a little quarter of one is. I could get a knife and cut them, but you can do however you want to do it. The two things I wanted to talk about, though, really quickly is I just love how makeup brands are incorporating CBD and hemp extracts, cannabis extracts into the makeup. And I'm really, really loving this Milk Hydro. I've been talking about this on when I do my makeup, but the Hydro Grip Primer, it's hemp derived cannabis extract blue agave extract, activate all day hydration and hold. So this hydrates your skin, but it also has a cannabis extract in it. And I just think that's amazing. And I know there's other brands and there's other products that have that. And I just think that's the coolest thing, that they're incorporating it into actual makeup. And then I saw this, I was at Ulta a week ago or so, I don't know. And I picked up this, I was looking at Makeup Revolution, something for Makeup Revolution. And then they had this like this whole new line, and it's a cannabis sativa line, makeup line. And I was just like, oh my God, they have a palette, they have lip balms, and it's this really cool packaging, and it's got like marijuana leaves on it. This is freaking awesome, you guys. Like, this is freaking epic. Like, the fact that makeup brands are on board with this is just, it's just going to just continue to rise. It's going to, I mean, I know so many people are against it, but I'm telling you, there's nothing but benefits to this. It's a win-win all the way around. And this is a brow gel, and look how pretty, like, it's like a iridescent, and it's a brow gel. Like, it's literally like, I have it in dark brown, I don't know, and I can't really see, but it's a brow gel to set your brows. Cannabis extract. Oh my God. Smoke a joint, eat an edible, take some CBD, do your makeup. I'm going to do a makeup with these products. Maybe I'll have a little bit of an edible, and we'll just sit and talk and just see how good life can be. You guys, if you're in pain and you're struggling and suffering with pain, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, nausea, fatigue, anxiety, again, I think I said that, if you're going through chemotherapy, radiation, you know, look into these things, guys. Like, I highly, highly, highly recommend, and I can promise you that you won't be sorry if you try some of these products. Like I said, I'm going to do a follow-up video. This is a really long video, and I hope you all watch till the end. So yeah, hopefully you found it helpful. You can follow my daughter on Instagram at Let's Be Blunt, LETSBLUNT, like a blunt. Follow her there. She's very, very knowledgeable, and she knows her way around the dispensary. Let me tell you, she has taught me a lot, and I'm still learning, and I'm doing my own research. Do your own research. Take it from me, though, coming from somebody who suffers with a lot of stuff, I don't want to be high. I want to be in control. I'm one of those people that have to be in control at all times. I have to be aware, because again, post-traumatic stress disorder kind of has you where you got to be on guard and be on top of things. So I'm always mentally sharp. So just know that if I can take a little bit of this, you guys can too. You know, go slow. Start slow, incorporate different things. You know what will work. You'll figure it out. But yeah, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. This is just a segment of my videos that I'm going to be doing periodically. So I'm just like really excited, because I'm like incorporating all these different things, because all these different things are part of my life, and I just think it's amazing. And although it's about pain and suffering and mental health stuff, this is what I'm here for. And this is why God spared my life multiple times, so that I could be here and share and teach and learn with you guys. So I look forward to some feedback. Let's get this conversation going, and let me know what you guys think. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Thank you so much. I love you. Give this video a big thumbs up. See you guys in my next one. Bye.